We have actual footage of the Eternals. It was a long time coming, but we got it. We have now seen some more leaks that hint towards various other unexpected elements of the film. Well, okay, unexpected if you haven't been following the leaks. And now a brand new rumor is saying what many people speculated for a long time. That yes, the Eternals will set up the mutants, and specifically Apocalypse. So for those that don't know, in the X-Men comics, Apocalypse is typically seen as the first mutant, the first one of his kind, like the original mutant in Marvel Comics. Now yes, before somebody gets very angry and brings it up in the comments, I know, they retcon this and they play around with it and all that. But let's be real, how many times has Marvel Comics also introduced a new, more powerful Omega level mutant that makes the Omega level before him or her look pathetic? Yeah, at least every other event, so just get used to it. By all intents and purposes, let's just go with the idea that Apocalypse will be the first. Somebody that evolved through natural course of evolution, or maybe the MCU is going to change it some other way, where maybe he was engineered by Celestials or the Eternals, or we don't really know. Anyways, though, what the report is stating is that yes, we are going to get some sort of mention of things going on in Egypt, possibly a jump in evolution, and that this will be a direct nod towards Apocalypse appearing in the MCU somewhere down the road. Sort of like plant a seed now and see how far and how long it takes to grow into something that everybody recognizes. So maybe you establish it in this, and then in the third X-Men film, a decade from now, you go, aha, you remember that callback to that first Eternals? Check it out, it's Apocalypse. See, so you could kind of have the Eternals stick around for a while, and then they're in conflict with some of the other Marvel heroes in modern day, and then they get blamed for what they did or didn't interfere, because now Apocalypse is doing this and that. I mean, it makes sense. It fits in with the comics. It fits in with wanting to do something completely different with this new version of the X-Men, that they said they are going to do something different. So if you really want to start layering on that the mutants have been here for this entire time and what they're doing with them and establish their history, The Eternals is a perfect movie to do this in, to make the Eternals seem even more important, because they said by the time we get to sequels of this film, we are going to know that they're very important and instrumental in what happens in Marvel's history. Well, what better way to do it than having them be responsible or just outright ignoring one of the biggest foes to the X-Men of all time? I mean, puts them in direct conflict and a direct path for a crossover down the road. So do I believe this will happen? Not directly, but I do believe this is exactly the route they're going to take. It just makes sense. It's one of those scenarios where if you don't do it, it feels like the biggest wasted opportunity possible.